This morning, the white stallion approaches a group of mares in this corner of Camargue. He is a dominant male, yet he has no colt, and it is the season of love. The mare moves away in what seems to be an invitation, and he follows. Then the courtship begins. It is elegant but energetic. The stallion is vigorous and robust and will not let her out of his sight. He must show tenacity to win her over because the survival and quality of the species depend on the selection of the strongest parents. The stallion can display his strength as much as he wants, but it is the mare who chooses a moment. This morning she has chosen and allows him in. In 11 months a colt will be born from this union, a pure Camargue horse marked by the emblem of the Rhone. The heart of the Camargue Delta has been a listed nature reserve since 1927. There are so many different species here that it is considered one of the richest and most diverse parks in Europe. Its lagoon ecosystems are particularly well preserved. Within the reserve there are 26,000 bulls. They do not truly live in the wild, but they roam freely year-round in large open spaces. When spring arrives, the newborns must be counted and sorted. This is the job of the guardians, who are riders accustomed to an outdoor life much like the American cowboys. Along with sorting the calves born in spring, they select the finest animals among the bulls to take part in the races held in the bull ring. The horses are not afraid of the bulls, and the bulls are not wary of the horses. They know each other well as both live in herds in the open air. Together they form a partnership through the ages. Driving the herds of bulls side by side, the Camargue horses and the guardians represent a rare example of ancestral harmony between man and animal. When the sorting is complete, the bulls leave with the men while the horses return to their destiny, free to wander according to their pastures and their desires. The horses form bands where family ties remain strong, with the young still following their mothers, and it is not uncommon to see groups of 30 or 40 mares accompanied by their offspring wander freely across the land. The guardians regularly try to spot solitary males. They choose their stallions both for reproduction and for riding. Today it is our stallion, this magnificent 5-year-old horse, that captures their interest. They have already captured him several times and are now embarking on the slow process of training him. He allows it and enters the arena. Man has never harmed him, and the key word is trust. The guardian knows the horse so well, understands its fears, and appreciates its great capacity to adapt. A simple hand gesture is not just a caress, but the sign of tacit trust between them. It is a result of repeated contact that respects the animal and its natural behavior. This is the first time he has carried a saddle on his back. It is a delicate phase where every action must be done with gentleness and precision. For now, the stallion remains calm, but suddenly instinctive fear rises. The weight on his back feels like a predator's attack. Once again, the man must reassure him, gently following a ritual the horse is beginning to recognize. The guardian will not ride the stallion today, but one day he will. Such is the destiny of these half-wild and half-tame horses. For now, the stallion returns to the vast marshy expanses where he will continue his role as reproducer. Almost a year has passed. It is spring once more, and the mare is ready to give birth, 11 months after she met our stallion. The grass is fresh and rich, and under the fine weather the vegetation is full of vitamins and minerals. These nutrients are essential for the quality of milk. Already in the month of May, foals are appearing. Yet the foal of our stallion and his partner is slow to come. Everyone seems to be waiting for the happy event. At last the mare begins to move away, a sign that the moment has arrived. Mares often isolate themselves when giving birth. It is an instinctive need for privacy. Even though predators no longer roam Camargue today, they still exist in the horse's memory. The birth goes well. The foal joins his mother, stamping his first uncertain steps into the world. At her side, the foal stands on clumsy, fragile feet while the mare recovers her strength after the birth. It takes him only 20 minutes to learn to walk. His life begins here among the aunts and sisters to whom his mother introduces him. In horse society, the stallions may come and go as if they rule the roost, but it is in fact matriarchal. It is the mothers who set the codes, who feed and who educate. The newborn already has a companion. Like him, she is young, but unlike him, she is not white. The foals will not show the color of their breed for 2 or 3 years, and sometimes even longer. This filly, only a few days older than he, is already fiery in character. She gallops freely, learning about speed, defying the wind and enjoying it. In these first days, the foal begins to master his balance, to control his momentum and to coordinate eye and space, avoiding obstacles instead of colliding with them. In only a few weeks, he will understand the limits of his body. For months, he will remain in the middle of his manade, or herd, living in the open air and relying on himself to find his meals at IT is the beginning of a long apprenticeship with much to learn, especially the memorization of places and their uses, resting grounds, pastures, and shelters. There are 10,000 horses in the Camargue, the great majority being mares with their young. At the height of spring, when the foals are strong enough to travel, the mothers gather into larger groups and head south. They know they will find enough food there to enrich their milk with the nutrients needed for their foals to grow. Along the way, the first grasses appear, forming the start of a vitamin-rich diet that as is custom, the stallion appears suddenly, sniffing around the mares. Protective and ready to defend his young when threatened, he inspects each one. Some still nurse their foals, while others carry the promise of future births. Yet for all his presence, predators like the fox or even the powerful kite pose no danger to the young. Satisfied, the stallion leaves, and peace returns to the